action.
Hello, we are the Kosher Heart Healthy Diet today. There is me, Tony, we got Miss Katie, and Miss Trish. So we're gonna go through what the Heart Healthy Diet is for our little 6th grade boy. So, kosher is a Jewish diet that follows a lot of religious guidelines. For what we've understood, it's very hard, and so we're taking a really good stab at it. So I'll start with the dairy. So your dairy has to be processed in a very specific way. So we've got a wonderful cheese today, and if you look, it's kosher on the side, the lovely K, and it's got some good proteins and very certified, very great for that Jewish. And then the way the milk is processed, it also has to be special, and we did find the U. Can you see the U? That is also another kosher sign. And so this milk is very kosher certified. And we have a few other things. Eggs, fish, and plant-based foods are also have to be certified. As we have a protein source, it is a veggie burger, but also down on the bottom is the wonderful U certification. So you are kosher safe. All of the eggs, the milk, all have to be processed in a certain way. So we did not do any active protein coming from a beef source or a chicken source because we were in Montana and it was really hard. And we don't believe that we have a kosher butcher probably in our state. So a few other things that we have this wonderful to start a pie. It's certified as well. So again, we have to watch for our milk, our eggs, and all of our other little things. Most fruits and veggies are okay, but when they are frozen, you also still need to have your U certification for your kosher. And then with all of our fruits and veggies here today, as long as you take them home and follow your kosher washing procedures, you are wonderfully okay. And then, so that, like I said, the eggs, and those are with no traces of blood. When you're doing the meats at home also, it all has to be washed out. Dairy is kind of harder because you can only consume it at certain times. It's kind of like a time medication. You have to be careful when you eat it, when you don't, but that is also per your synagogue. It's either 1 hour or 6 hours after eating a meat product. Keep going here. And then on the meat, there's certain things of the closed hoof, the open hoof, and the certain parts of the animal. So no rear quarters. They believe in no dirty things. So no bottoms, so no rumps or roasts, no bottom feeding water creatures like the seafood and shellfish and those kinds of things. And then we will tell you about the consequences of not following our kosher diet.
Okay, so in the Jewish and Hebrew religion, it is believed that having a lifestyle of eating kosher provides a connection to the body and the soul. When it is compromised by eating non-kosher, it is believed to have consequences that an individual will face, and this can include that it blocks the connection between the soul and body. The perception of holiness is weakened, and the spirit of the world is desensitized. Difficulties that one can face when eating kosher may be not being able to eat meat and dairy in the same meal. That's often hard. Finding foods at stores that are pre-packaged that contain only kosher ingredients, and you can find these foods with many different symbols such as the K and the U. And to be successful, look for the kosher symbols on the packaging labels. Read the ingredient list on foods to ensure that the item being consumed is kosher, and make meals from scratch. There are resources available online, and that can be from the Chabad and Chelsea Jewish Life Care, and these are online resources that are available. Next, we will move on to a heart-healthy diet.
Can I steal somebody's phone? Okay. So, all right. So, the big thing with the heart-healthy diet, from what I learned, is limiting like sodium, limiting like added sugars. To quote my slide, the heart healthy diet contains small portions, eating more fruits and vegetables and select whole grains, and limiting fats and sodiums. So what we're gonna go with,
I think this one was really good.
yeah. So this is how much sodium is in this. There's 25 milligrams, which is only 1%. Added sugars, there's only 0. And then again, this is, where's the U at? Or is it the B? Kosher certified.
The protein was a good one.
Yes.
Because we needed to find protein.
So we really needed protein. So we picked peanut butter. So there's 7 grams in that. There's 99 milligrams of sodium and 3 added sugars. So it's a little high in those numbers, but we definitely need our protein. And honestly, you can't really rule out certain things, like just like limiting it, I guess. So like smaller portions, like it says. Choosing heart healthy behaviors will lower your risk of heart disease and other chronic conditions such as type 2 diabetes and even some forms of cancer.
That one was a high protein, but it was kind of a higher sodium. But again, we were trying to find some protein sources for our little guy. And as she said, to limit as much as we can and do some heart healthy exercises.
Yeah. Okay, so the heart healthy diet may be recommended by a health professional to individuals who experience hypertension, high blood pressure. So the average blood pressure is like 120 over 80, so anything above that, I think it's like over 130.
Yeah, they start monitoring at the 125 and
Yeah.
start getting ugly at the
So
130s.
that would be considered hypertension. And then when the LDL or bad cholesterol is
Be to the back room, please. Ivy to the back room.
so consuming this diet has shown to improve these conditions, such as like lowering your bad cholesterol and helping lower your hypertension, high blood pressure. So a few of the things: learn your heart health history, eat a healthy diet, move more, sit less, so get your exercise in. Quit smoking if you're a smoker. Take medicines as directed. Choose your drinks wisely. So dairy, lots of water if you can, and monitor blood pressure at home. The heart healthy diet looks like I said, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, fat-free, low-fat dairy, protein-rich foods, so we were really looking for that, and oils while minimizing consumption of saturated fats, added sugars, sodium, and alcohol. So probably with the heart healthy diet, if you do consume alcohol, make it like on a very rare occasion. Yeah. To limit sodium, read food labels. So let's see where we go. I'm gonna use your cheese. So all the food labels are really different. So this one has 115 milligrams. So what you're gonna look for is that sodium, and the number next to it is the milligrams. What was another good one? That one's got 125.
Yeah, for crackers, that's not bad.
Yeah, so that's what you're gonna look for. It's on the nutrition facts label on the side of the box or whatever you're buying. Choose low sodium foods. Try to eat at home. Try not to eat out so much. Consume leaner, lower fat meats. Consume lower fat dairy. So let's see how we're doing on this. I don't know where it would say
Your saturated
Right,
fat and your
right
total
there.
fats, your 9%.
9%. So that would be considered low fat. To limit saturated fats, again, consume leaner, lower fat meats and consume lower fat dairy, and substitute by using mono unsaturated oils. So the heart healthy meal plan, there's vegetables, so fresh, no salt added, no salt added canned vegetables. So like oh no, you're fine. Leafy greens, broccoli, and carrots. Fresh fruit, frozen, canned, or dried fruits without added sugar. Grains. We got any grains in here?
Yeah, we would kind of. Really quick.
Gotta wipe my nose.
We have carbs, but not necessarily grains.
It was really hard to find like
It was.
grains with low sodium because what we noticed from like looking at the groceries was that there's a lot of sodium in bread. So
Just
and
the,
a lot
the
of
low
them,
sodium to the kosher was hard.
exactly. Like a lot of the breads that are like that we've seen aren't kosher necessarily. And what we're trying to do is kosher, heart healthy. Proteins like chicken or turkey, fish, lean cuts meats, eggs, tofu, nuts, and seeds. But again, take into account the kosher diet where the meats
Are special. The no bottom feeders, the no rump roast, the no dirty items, and open and closed hooves are a different process as well.
Okay, dairy, again, fat-free, low-fat, milk, yogurt, cheeses, lower in sodium for those cheeses. And then I'll have Trisha take over her part.
Did you do oils yet?
I did.
Because I know you did that slide.
You're just on consequences.
So oils include high in mono unsaturated and polyunsaturated fats. We want to minimize those saturated fats. And this includes canola, corn, olive oil, soybean oil, and sunflower oils. Consequences for not consuming heart healthy. And that includes having a heart healthy diet ensures an individual is meeting their proper intake of nutrients while keeping the bad nutrients out or at a minimum. When this diet is not followed, an individual is at risk of obesity, high blood pressure, uncontrolled diabetes, and coronary heart disease. Difficulties may include keeping away from the cravings of sweets and saturated fats, and this can come along with withdrawal-like symptoms like headache and irritability. Making time to make heart-healthy meals, and balancing a busy schedule between, say you work a lot. We have to choose those really bad foods for us because we don't have the time or have the energy to make these heart-healthy meals. To be successful, make a grocery list before you go to the store to ensure you can follow your meal planning. Meal prep for the week to make the workload easier, and have a snack before you go to the grocery store. Because often when we're hungry, we grab those really bad foods that are not the greatest. How to stay on track. Talk with a nutritionist to better understand how nutrition plays a key role in our health, and view credible resources online such as the CDC or MyPlate to understand what foods should be incorporated into a heart-healthy diet, as well as how much. And that is the end of our video.
Awesome. Thank you.